welcome back to Electric Scooter Shop Scooter Reviews. Tonight we're super excited because we're looking at the Vsett range and kicking off with this video of the Vsett 8. Now, as you might expect, in a range that goes 8, 9, 10, 11, this is the entry level of the Vsett models, and it is a little cracker of a scooter. Let's just start with the looks first off. Looks military grade, part of that's the colour scheme, but part of that is also the construction. Super sturdily built, really well bolted together. Quite often with the lower range scooters, they feel a bit flimsy. That is absolutely not the case here. We've got a very crisp folding mechanism operated by this lever. I don't know why this is so hard for so many scooter manufacturers to do. Pull this lever, there you go, locks down, locks back up again. Really easy, really straightforward, and really robust. So top marks to Vsett for that one. Moving on to the suspension, we find we've got coil spring suspension both on the rear and on the front with the V-shaped swing arm there. So that's again quite an upgrade for a scooter at this price point. This one comes to New Zealand with a 15.6 amp hour battery, which is a decent sized battery for a lower mid-range level scooter, and it's powered by a 600 watt motor powering the rear wheel. And now the rear wheel is a solid tyre, so for those of you with bad puncture karma and always getting punctures in the back wheel, you can kiss that goodbye. You do have a slightly harsher ride than an air-filled tyre, but for many people the trade-off is worth it. Now you do get an air-filled tyre on the front, and many reasons for that, but the big ones really are that you do get better grip and you do get better shock absorption with an air-filled tyre, and it's less likely that you're going to get a puncture in the front. Statistically, I'd say probably 4 in 5 punctures we see at the rear wheel. So that's the setup. Now these are 3-inch wide tyres, which is gives it quite a chunky look. If we can pick that up, turn it a little towards the camera. So quite a grunty wide tyre there, inspires a lot of confidence when you're riding. Now with this scooter, and across the whole Vsett range, this you're going to love, they've got electronic key tag immobilizers. So you cannot start the scooter without one of these little electronic key tags, and you do get 3 with each scooter, so you've got spares. And the process is to turn it on as you would with the power button, but then you have to scan the tag on the pad, then the scooter comes to life. So until that happens, nothing happens. And that's a great security feature, and we're all in favour of improved security on our scooters. Something else that I love, and I love that this is on the whole range, including the entry-level model, is that we finally have indicators on our scooters. Let's power this one up. Scan the little card, there we go. And then, as you can see there, flashing, 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 and at the rear. How good is that? Now finally you can let people know which way you're turning at roundabouts and intersections and so on. Even better, you don't have to remember to turn them off. They actually turn off for you automatically. So you punch the button, make your turn signal automatically turns off. I just think that is brilliant. Other things we like about this scooter, does have the convention of having a strip light down the front, as well as the front and rear lights with the lever operated brake lights at the back, so it does make it nice and visible for night riding. We have the unscrew collar fold down handlebar and telescoping handlebar height. Obviously great for making the scooter accessible to a wide range of riders. Now in terms of riding position, the whole Vsett range goes for this back foot plate, and I found that to be extremely comfortable. You adopt a rear foot on the plate stance, as you may have seen on the Vsett videos, and you can obviously put both feet on the deck, but having that slightly angled forwards back foot, I find that a really comfortable riding position. It's very natural, and I would say that a fair bit of research has gone into how people stand and ride on scooters, and that has given rise to this development in design. This talking development in design, we find that Vsett is from the same management team as the zero factory, and they've definitely built on the knowledge that they've accrued from producing that range. We're finding that across the range, everything just seems a little bit like things are moving forwards. Like things that we've wanted on scooters for a while are now being incorporated, and they've clearly been listening to feedback from the consumers and working hard to implement that into this very premium scooter range. Any other details I can think of with this one, you've got twin drum brakes, lever operated, drums front and rear, so it's a very low maintenance system, which is great for people that just want to jump on and go and don't want to do a lot of fiddling around, tuning up the disc brakes, playing with this and playing with that. So overall, it's going to be a really low maintenance scooter as well. Your battery charge time with a 15 amp hour is going to be around about the 5-hour mark. Speed wise, it's rated somewhere around the upper 30s. I think you'll find it's your top end. It's not a super racy scooter. Plenty of torque, it does seem to climb well. I'm a heavier rider for one of these, 92 kilos, and didn't have any trouble on the local hills. Obviously it slows down a bit, being only 600 watts, but it does still keep going and pulls the climb in the end. Expected range, 15 amp hour battery, 600 watt motor. You're going to be around the 35 to 40 range if you were going really easy. If you put it up a lot of hills and you're really taxing the battery, you could expect to chop a fair chunk off that. But that's all scooters, as you are probably already aware, and if you ride conservatively, you'll obviously extend your range out nearer to the factory stated maximum. So who's this really aimed at? I think it's a fantastic entry-level scooter. It'd be a great scooter for kids commuting to school on because it's not too terrifyingly fast, has good safety features, is IP54 rated, which would be a showerproof rating for that's across the whole Vsett range, and we've seen evidence of waterproofing around the scooter. There's black silicone sealing around the joint here, for example, so Vsett are taking that seriously as well. So overall, we think this is a really fine starting point for the range. Very impressed so far, and obviously we welcome you to come down and try it out for yourself, and I'm sure you'll be as impressed as we are. So thanks for watching the video. Remember to like, subscribe, and keep checking us out. We'll be bringing you more news, more in-depth reviews, and building our scooter community. Thanks for your time. We'll see you soon.